Hello everyone, it's Messiah and welcome back to another Python tutorial. And in the last episode we have made label and also got to know how to make a window in tkinter Python, which is a guided user interface. So in this episode we'll be making a few buttons in Python and also giving some commands or functions to those buttons. So first let's import tkinter. Then we're going to create our root or rt for root. Rt is equal to tkinter dot capital tk. Again from tkinter I'll import the buttons as well. Button, and make sure that the B in button is capital. Now let's create a label. So let me also just import a label just to make sure that it works properly. So I'll make it my underscore label is equal to label. Inside that rt, then text is equal to. Now note that we're not going to make any specification to the root. We're just going to focus on the button for most of the video. So excuse me for that. Now let's pack this label. And for button as well, we can pack it, grid, or even place. So the three placement methods works for everything. Means that every widget in Python in tkinter. So I'm just gonna pack it. That's it. Saved it, and let me run this code. Just give it a few seconds. Looks like it has not opened, and I forgot to put it in a main loop. That's why. It must have just opened and closed in a microsecond. Not a microsecond though. As you can see over, it's showing here tkinter button tutorial. It's really nice. But before that, let me just increase the size of the window. rt.geometry. Inside that, let's make it 500 by 500. Now comes the main part or the interesting part of the video. We'll be creating the button. So let's create a variable. My button is equal to button, capital B as always, and rt. Over here also text is equal to the name of the button. So I can make it like the classic old text, click me. Now we can have other specifications as well, but this is the basic one just to make the button show. Now let's pack this button and let's run this. As you can see over here, we have a small button which shows click me, and if you click, nothing is going to happen because we haven't programmed it or like gave it a function or something, but it looks pretty cool. In the next episode, we're going to be changing the background color of the label. We're going to be styling the whole window. We're going to be looking at the properties basically. But for this episode, we're just going to be looking at the basics of the button. Okay, it's pretty nice. Now let's close this. Now let's give it a command. And first, let's create a function. And I hope you guys know what's a function. It's basically dev my underscore function, something like that. This thing is the name of the function. I hope you know what's a function. So let's create dev button underscore function. We don't need to pass in anything. We're just going to leave it empty. We're gonna print the button has been pressed. Let's give it a few exclamation marks for some reason. And we need to link this button function to the button itself. So for that, we're going to put a comma and write command is equal to button function. So basically, to link up anything, we need to put command. Now let's run this code. Let's see what's going to happen. So guys, let's get ready for the big part. I'm gonna click this. Yeah, let's go. The button has been pressed when I'm clicking this. It's really beautiful. It's working like a charm. Obviously we can also make this button put a label on the screen. So for that I'm gonna put my underscore button underscore label. I know this this variables are not great, but just to make it work for today. But you can change the label as you wish. So I don't know, for everything I just put exclamation marks. It's kind of fun. Okay, now let's run this. Now let's tkinter button tutorial. Click me. As you can see over here, it is popping up the label. The button has been pressed. It's pretty cool. And we can also make the button to close the window. That's pretty easy. So for that I'm gonna create another button. So I'm gonna name this my button 2. And for the text I'm gonna put close. And for the command I'm gonna put button underscore destroy. Okay, now let's create another function. Define button underscore destroy. No need to pass in anything because we don't need to. Okay, let's destroy the window. And for that we need to use a method, that's a destroy method. So we're going to destroy the window, not the button. So we're going to put rt dot destroy and put the brackets to make it work. This thing is going to just destroy the window and all the widgets inside the window. If we directly put destroy, it's not going to work. We need to specify like the main loop. So this is fine. Now let's run the scope. As you can see, we have two buttons over here. One is for click me, which shows the button has been pressed, and when we press close, let's see what happens. The whole window has been closed. It's pretty nice because we don't need to press the X button. We have a convenient way to close this. So yeah guys, that's it for this episode. It's kind of a short one, like 8 minutes or something, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you got to know more about tkinter and how the buttons work in tkinter, making the functions for the button. And yeah guys, thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Bye.